Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm your host Buckning, and today is Tuesday, and so it's a new week. We put $100 in today, and so here's the proof for you. And we're gonna answer a few questions, and then I'm gonna give you the stock pick for this month. Well, not for this month, but for this week, for the month of December 2020. And answer the question that I was asked around what's my strategy around picking these stocks. Because one month I bought a position in one company for the whole month, and then the next month I bought two different companies, and this month we'll be buying three. And so we'll answer that question at the end of the video. But if you're new to the channel, welcome. This is where we put $100 into a tax-free savings account, TFSA, to build a dividend portfolio right in front of your eyes. And if you're not new, welcome back. And so we'll just go into the portfolio, give you guys the updates for today here. So as always, that's what we do. For the day here, we are up $11.74, up 0.71%. For the week here, we are up $43.71, up 2.68%. For the month, we are up $165.10, up 10.93%. And for the 3 months, we are up $255.73, up 18.01%. Same for, oh, no, it's different. For the 1 year, we are up $255.45, up 17.99%, and that's the same for all. I guess we've been doing this for about 3 months, so now it'll be different, because usually it's the same, all three of these, but now we are in a different phase of the portfolio, I guess. And so today we closed out at total value of $1,675.45. Not sure if I showed you the proof that I put $100 in this week, but it's right here again. Already forgetting things. So here are all my positions currently. So we have BMO, which closed out at 97.65. Bank of Nova Scotia, which closed out at 68.21. Loblaws closed out at $63.98. Manulife Financial Corporation's MFC closed out at $23.15. And TELUS, our newest position that we bought last week, closed out at $25.56. To give you an idea of how many shares I have in each of these positions: 5 shares in BMO, 7 shares of Bank of Nova Scotia, 3 shares in Loblaws, 17 shares in Manulife Financial Corporation, and 4 shares in TELUS, and we have $22 sitting in the cash account. And so the next stock that we are purchasing for this portfolio is a dividend portfolio, of course, because we are showing you how to build a dividend portfolio right in front of your eyes. But remember, this is my opinion, and so you guys are not subject, but you guys are allowed to do your own research, to buy your own stocks. Don't take advice from me. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm definitely not your financial advisor. This is just my opinion. I'm just showing you my journey on building a dividend portfolio. And so the one that we are going into is obviously a dividend stock, because that's what we do here. But it is also a telecommunications company, just like TELUS in our last week's video. And it is the largest in Canada. And if you haven't guessed it, it is Bell Media, ticker symbol BCE.TO in Canada. Today, it closed at $57.85, up 31 cents, up 0.54%. For the week, it is up $1.19, up 2.10%. For the month, it is up $4.92, up 9.3%. For the 3 months, it is up 86 cents, up 1.51%. For the year, it is actually down $6.60, down 10.24%. And for the past 5 years, I do believe it is down trending once we get it back. Oh, no, it's good. It is up $1.56, up 2.77% for the past 5 years. And some people might be asking, why are you buying into a company that doesn't show huge amounts of growth over the next for the past 5 years? And I'll explain that, obviously. So currently, Bell Media has a market cap of $52 billion. The 52-week high has been sitting at $65.28. The 52-week low was $46.03. The average trade volume is about 2.34 million transactions that happen on average, but today it had 9.49 million 9,490 some thousand trades. PE ratio of 22.81, and the yield today closing out at is $5.72. Not $5.72, 5.72%. Man, my words are just mixed up here. So categories obviously is in telecommunications, technology, and internet. And so to tell you a bit about Bank of Nova Scotia, or not Bank of Nova Scotia, Bell Media. Holy, my words are just mixed up today. Bell Media is the largest telecommunications company in Canada. Now, it is not the fastest growing. In my last video, I did talk about that. TELUS is the fastest growing telecommunications company in Canada currently, but Bell is the largest. And we'll obviously go through the consolidated results just like we did with TELUS for 2019. If you want to do your research, you don't go to Bell's site. They don't have a section for investors relations. You have to go to a different site, which is, I do believe, BCE, which is the ticker symbol, .ca, and you can look at all their annual reports and everything like that. So we will go ahead and switch over and head over to the consolidated results. So operating revenues, they were up 2.1% in 2019, which is great. Their net earnings up 9.4%, almost that 10% mark. Their adjusted net earnings is up 0.1%. Cash flows for operating activities up 7.8%. Free cash flow is 7%, which is great because you always want to have cash flow, freed up cash flow. And in their wireless sector, they increased it by 3.6%. 10 million more subscribers, or 10 million subscribers at the end of 2019. High-speed internet up 4.3%. Retail TV was up 0.2%, which is funny because I don't think people actually watch TV anymore. But they somehow increased that in this day and age, which is pretty flabbergasting to me. But then retail residential networks, so this is like your phone lines and things like that. Of course, it is down 8.9%, but that's because we have these now, and there's really no need for your home phone unless you're old school, which I have nothing against. So all in all, like, these results are fantastic. They are growing. There isn't any losses other than your landlines, your home phones, and so on and so forth. But Bell Media, because it's called Bell Media for a reason, is not just a telecommunications company. This company is just absolutely massive in the way it operates its business. And we'll just go back to this screen. But this company is just huge. And the reason they have a 52 billion market cap is they own a lot of things, and not just phones, not just internet. These guys are a media company. So they own, for all you Canadians out there, you've probably heard of CTV News. That they do own that as well. They own TSN. So if you're a big sports fan, you're probably going to TSN to look up highlight reels in the sports and hockey and in all sports. TSN is where you go. Bell owns that. If you listen to iHeartRadio, Virgin, I think it's like Virgin Radio or something like that, they also own that. But they also own 28% stake in a company that owns has ownership in, I do believe, the Toronto Raptors. A lot of Toronto teams, Toronto Argonauts or something like that. Not a big sports fan, as you can see, or as probably you can tell. But this company is very attractive in the sense of its dividend. I mean, its dividend closed out at 5.72% today, and that's very attractive to a lot of investors. And if you go into, their financials and you're wondering, is this sustainable, and is it really going to keep going the way it's going? First off, it is the largest telecommunications company in Canada, and so I don't think you can go wrong with that. And they do, of course, pay a high dividend of 5.72% today. And I do believe they can maintain that because they've increased their dividend since 2009 of about 128%. That is literally fantastic, and that's good to hear for a company that is slowly growing, the biggest in Canada. Bell, TELUS, Rogers all have a stranglehold on the Canadian market, and I don't think they're going to be going away. Usually, I know I've been with 2 of the providers. I've never been with Bell before. I had been with TELUS and Rogers for a short period of time, hated it, so I went back to TELUS. Here I am with TELUS as a provider. I don't have any services from Bell, but I know that they are the largest, and that is good enough for me, and I'm looking to invest. And so that is the stock pick for the week here for Friday. But to answer the question that somebody had asked is how do I make these purchases, and how do I decide making these purchases? And so really it comes down to I already know what stocks I'm picking for this portfolio, and it's not going to be more than, literally it's going to be about 10 to 15 stocks that are, and I'm just going to start my position in them. And the way I do it is, because we're in the month of December, the dividend for TELUS, for Bell Media, and for the third one all have an ex-dividend date that end this month. So in order for me to get my dividend payment in the month of January, I have to own this position sometime this month, which is called the ex-dividend date. So TELUS's ex-dividend date, it will be, I do believe, December 11th, and then Bell Media is somewhere around there as well. I think December 15th. I'm not too sure. And then the third one, that's the ex-dividend date, is literally at the end of the January something. And so I'll continue to buy it for the month of December. And so that's how I decide, because I'm building a dividend portfolio, so I want to capitalize and maximize on the amount of dividends I can get and just be efficient with it. And so when I bought, I believe it was Bank of Nova Scotia in the month of October, I got a dividend payment in November. No, September I bought it. October I got the dividend payment, and then I switched it up, went to another one, and I just continue to do that so I can continually get a dividend payment. Because if I kept on buying TELUS for this whole month, I would have only got a dividend for 4 shares, and I could have kept on buying, and then I would have had 8, 12, 16. I would have had a total of like 16 shares, but I would only have gotten paid for the 4 shares of dividends. And so that's my strategy around it, is to maximize the amount of dividends I can get right away and as soon as possible, so I can feed it back into the portfolio and reinvest it, and then the cost basis goes down. And all these positions that I'm buying in the portfolio, as you can see, is BMO, Bank of Nova Scotia, Loblaws, Manulife, and TELUS, and soon to be Bell Media. I will continue to add positions in there, and it's just a rinse and repeat as soon as I have the baseline for all my positions in the portfolio throughout the whole year. You should be able to do it literally in the whole year. So first quarter usually in each company, and then just increasing your position in each company. And I'm not looking strategically, well, not strategically, but I'm not looking for a company here, a company there, and then adding the portfolio and having a small position. That doesn't excite me. That doesn't get me going. I know a lot of people may have like 20, 30 different stocks. I don't know how you manage that. It's just too much. And so I'm shooting for about 10 to 15 currently, and just increasing those positions over time. And eventually they should be able to pay for themselves, and then I get a stock every single quarter for free. And then it continues to increase that dividend. And then eventually, when I want to stop dividend investing, which I probably won't, I really won't, I can just take it as an income. And so that is the strategy behind that. So hopefully it does make sense why I have 3 different stocks this month. You can look up the ex-dividend date. That is the date where you have to own that position in that stock to earn a dividend on the dividend date, on the dividend payment date. So this Friday, the $100 is in already. I sent the request in for today. It takes 3 business days. It will be in there Friday, and Friday we will have a position in Bell Media. And so hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. I know it was a bit longer one, but I really wanted to answer that question. And so again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm definitely not your financial advisor. This is my opinion. You please do your own research, your own due diligence. And again, hope you guys did enjoy the video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.